Okay, now we're going to do some algebra and exponents. Let's just try here. Now, here we go. We've got 2x to the minus 3. Now, the big deal is this x to the minus 3, only the x is being affected by this negative 3 exponent. But in this bracket here, the 2 is being affected by x to the minus 3 and the x. So that means 2 is put to the negative 3 power and x to the negative 3 power. Now there's more than one way to do this question, but I like this way because I can see now that x to the minus 3 divided by x to the minus 3, anything divided by itself is 0. So that cancels. Now I've got 2 to the minus 3 on the bottom. I can move it up to the top, move it to the other side of the fraction sign, and make it positive, because that's how negative exponents work. Or you can go 1 minus 3 is 1 plus 3. It's 2 to the 4th. The answer is 16. Now this powers of prime is the key to this question here. 4 is really 2 squared, so that turns into 2 to the 2x. 8 is 2 cubed, so it turns into 2 to the 3x. And 2 cubed put to the power 1, it's 2 to the 3x plus 3. The 3 gets multiplied by the xm plus 1. Well, let's just do the top. You've got x plus 2x. You multiply two things of the same base, add their exponents, you get 3x plus 3. On the bottom, you've got 3x, but 1 plus 3 is 4. Now, when you divide two things of the same base, subtract the exponents. 3x minus 3x, it's gone. 2 minus 4 is 2 to the negative 1. Or actually, I could have left this 4 in the bottom and go 4 minus 3, it's 2 to the 1. The answer is 1/2. Let's try the next questions. Now, the secret with this question, I've seen it a few times and it drives people crazy. It makes it hard. If you see a square root times a square root, both of those things, you can make it the square root of those two things multiplied together. The square root of a times the square root of b is the square root of a times b. And now this is just a simple FOIL thing, and a minus and plus. You get negative 2 times positive 2, that gives you minus 4. Root 13 now times root 13 is 13, but the outside and the inside cancel. This is a difference of squares. That's why it's working like this. Oh, and isn't this nice? Because 13 minus 4 is 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. Now this is a simplifying the third problem. The square root of 27, write it as 9 times 3, because I can take the square root of 9. And the square root of 9 is 3. So there's 3 root 3 minus 3. I'm looking at the bottom. Oh, factor and cancel is the secret. 3 times root 3 gives me that. 3 times minus 1 gives me the minus 3. Now, I put it in brackets so you can see really clearly that these two things are exactly the same, and anything divided by itself is 1, so you're left with your answer of 3. Okay, well that's quite a bit. I did it a little quickly, but that's how it works. Let's make that video that one.